Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Twitter recap, some great charts I have for you. And before we go into the Twitter stuff, as always, like, subscribe, do your thing. If you like what you see, give me a thumbs up. With that out of the way, let's look at some charts before I find very interesting. Uranium had the past 2 days have been insane, down 4% yesterday, and then we dropped again. Then intraday, we reversed it all. So just some quick charts, then into the Twitter stuff. Nothing in detail, just very, very, very quickly here. URA, I want to show you the difference between URA and URNM. Again, URA is making new highs here compared to, well, short-term highs, obviously, compared to URNM. And the reason is TAN solar is up big time the past 2 days, like 8% or so. So that is a candle worth looking for. You can see we're breaking out here to the upside. URNM is a different take. That's purely uranium. And from what I've heard, the candle last day was due to dividends selling. They had to sell some stocks in order to pay dividends. That's what I heard. And look at it here intraday. I just want to show you how well defined the technicals are. You can see here beautiful touches there. I called the breakdown here and today that we are in for a correction, and we had a huge retest as we speak. Right there, currently at roughly 48.6 in that range. If we can get above here tomorrow, very, very bullish, huge false breakdown, taking out a lot of good stuff here. And then obviously we will target the highs at roughly 50.5. Again, this could be, until proven otherwise, that is technical breakdown, retest, resumption. But if we can get above, yummy. But given how URA looks, I think we could be in for a treat here. Let's see. URNM, same thing. Also a bit more bullish than URNM. This is the daily candle. We are back in to the green uptrend. Beautiful. We have a bull flag here again. If we can gain some ground here, it's on. It really is. Again, I'm happy to admit when I'm wrong, but whenever I see a breakdown like this from a channel, I'm always calling for a correction. I will do that on any chart, any day. Quickly, AG against silver, divided by silver. This is the weekly. This is beautiful stuff here. Long term, still in a downtrend. However, we took out this squeeze here, and we are now trying to make a higher high. We are still early, but definitely want to look for, again, I think we will target that high over here, and then we will see. Also, First Majestic itself, FR, going to the daily stuff here. Oopsie, I'm just making you seasick here. Breakout, retest, resumption. I know this daily candle is not the best. However, this is insanely nice. Okay, with that out of the way, Twitter recap. Let's see where we are in time. Rashad here again. Is this a complex invert head and shoulder, double shoulder patterns? It looks quite symmetrical to me, and that's also what I'm looking for often. If you have a pattern that has perfect symmetry, well, not perfect but very, very good symmetry, it's often does what it is supposed to do. And this is just perfect here. You have that portion is a more or less perfect symmetry, inverted head and shoulders, and then you have some larger stuff going on here as well. I like that. I really, really like also the the counts, the days in between, more or less identical. Beautiful, beautiful. Stefano here, the GDX, a flipped fractal, which is located on a crucial level. In a few hours, we will have the answer for this scenario. This is posted 2 days ago. And yeah, obviously, GDX yesterday boomed big time, and today also is up. It's also up today. So if this is the case, then for the next month and a half, we could have roughly 25% gains in the GDX and beyond. Really beautiful stuff here. Again, I love this. This is quite sexy. This is that's very nice. I love it. The great Martis here, NASDAQ update, 2000 versus 2003 overlap. I don't know what you think, but again, maybe. Let's see. I know it's a bit different here still because Here we made a double top and now we're above. Not the same, but anyway, the fractals are there. But yeah, maybe. But again, I think the SP 500 made all-time highs today, if I'm not mistaken. So that is very strong, to my surprise, really. Bar chart here, just in the CBOE volatility index, the VIX, falls to the lowest in 4 years. So there's no fear in the market as we speak. And I think we will grind. We will stay here for some time, and then we'll probably get a spike. When we get the spike, who knows, right? But really, a lot of complacency in the markets. People are insanely greedy right now, insanely bullish. At some point in time, you have to get smacked in the face for that. Borak here, Nat gas. Nat gas traders should print this out and hang it on their walls. I love the confidence. There's no reason why it cannot hit the red bottom band at 1.325. And yes, I called the top around $10. And yes, he did. I remember it. I remember that top where he called it. And I think 3 days later, we started to see this decline on the backside of that high. So good stuff by Burak. Again, I admire Burak very much. That is no secret to you. But again, yeah, back to the charts here. Beautiful parallels here going back 20 years, give or take. And now we have a breakdown of that bear flag. And yes, we could hit a tad above $1 here for the nat gas. And if we do, again, who knows? But if we do, that is an amazing long entry, low term, low risk, high reward entry if we do. Again, it's not certain that we do, but if you have a plan for it, when and if it happens. That's all I can say. Borak again here, silver. Puma Bulls calling it manipulation. It's called major resistance at reversals. Yes, I agree that again, we had the blue trend line here, and also you have the $26 level, which is that inverted head and shoulders right there. So you have double support, and I also think you had a major important moving average there. So it makes sense to pull back from that exact moment in time. So yeah, technicals, man, I love it. It works, no matter what people say. Trend spider here, the SP 500 and the Dow Jones racing back to the all-time highs, as I mentioned. This is yesterday, and I think the SPY actually has made a higher high. Don't get me wrong. Don't quote me on this, but still, it's very bullish. And yeah, but I do think again, when we reach such an amazing top here, I would get a bit worried. I wouldn't go long, that's for sure. That's how I play things. I would see what happens, and usually you get a pullback before you go higher. That is my case. That's just how I view things. Rashad here again with gold is now 1980 roughly, so far holding the retest line through the line. Though the gold miners formed a capitulation sell-off yesterday. If gold holds at present levels, then decline might be over, and gold could enter year-end rally. And yes, where is gold right now? It is at roughly 36, excuse me. So we are all the way up here right now, and this is posted 1 day ago. So that must have been before Powell went on last evening or morning, wherever you are, and the market just rallied big time. So that it's just an hour or two before, I think. And yeah, it held, and we're going, as mentioned. I want to show you, as mentioned on Twitter, this was the big scare that I feared, or that I thought would happen. Again, I didn't expect it to gap up here. My thought was that we would reach the all-time high at 2,750, 2,075, excuse me, and then we would pull back, and then we would snap back. I didn't expect that over, breakout and then collapse. Anyways. This is Rudy Hauenstein here. Whoa, are you guys familiar with this CPI company? Never seen anything like it. What I stock here, it's never correct. I am loading up. And again, CPI is the Consumer Price Index. Just going to show you that inflation is eating away your savings and your purchasing power if you cannot outperform this type of increase in your salary. And if you take the CPI and divide it into gold, into silver, into the Nasdaq, that's also a good measure of where we are in time. But just look at it here, and this won't stop. It will keep going higher, and it will be a never-ending story. Top here. This might have been the most political influenced Fed press conference I have seen in my entire career. None of us own enough hard assets, and the war against inflation is far from over. That coming from Tavi, which I respect a lot, with his macro, also his technicals. He's an insanely skilled guy, clever guy, and yeah, yesterday after Powell went on, also when they released their FOMC report, whatever it is, the markets just took off. So clearly saying to the markets, there is no more rate hikes, and we will see rate cuts in 2024. So yeah, big moment in time. I completely agree here. Rashad again, a lot of Rashad here. I love it. Gold, that is a day later, is now at 2038, is back above the resistance where gold capitulated last week. You can see it here. There's a resistance coming across, expanding a trumpet there of formation. And yeah, beautiful. Again, gold is going to climb higher. Just as CPI is going to climb higher always, gold will be the inverse of the dollar divided by the inflation. It is that simple. Patrick Karim, US dollar, speaking of, by the way, US dollar purchasing power is now below its continuation breakdown level. 2 weeks left before a monthly close. So this is a monthly close chart. Again, you can see this is the dollar. The black one is the dollar divided by the inflation of the CPI. And you can see here, it's just eroding away. And now we are finally, this is the high here in for gold roughly in 2011, and we are about to break down or having a confirmed breakdown of that level. And when and if that happens, precious metals, as they say, as the young guys say, to the moon. To the moon. Gold ventures here, Abra. I love Abra, the stock here. I usually have the chart on at this log scale. No, it isn't. No, it's not. I usually have this on log scale. It's also breaking out on the log scale. Looks fantastic. I think it's one of the better stocks for gold and silver, that's for sure. And again, if gold and silver really goes high, which I think it will, I've been saying that for many years, APRA will be a big beneficiary of that move in gold and silver with a high leverage to that spot price for gold and silver, really. So yeah, that's it. That's all I had. Important, guys, tomorrow. The only thing I will be watching is this here. Actually, I'm not the only thing, but this will have my main focus, URNM. What's going to happen right here at roughly 48.6. Man, exciting times. Again, as mentioned, I will call it breakdown as it is always for a big correction. And again, for now, it's just a retest. But looking at URA and URNJ, I think it could be all right. But let's see. Again, we need the confirmation for the URNM. I hope you enjoyed it, guys. As always, we will see you in the next one, and sleep tight and stay safe, guys. Bye.